I would describe my father as passionate, very strong in his beliefs, very tenacious, and humble, definitely humble.
Paul Rinaldi is a first-generation Italian-American, born in Long Island Park, New York, where his father settled after emigrating from Ponte Landolfo, Italy in 1958.
I can't imagine the courage to do something like that and just leave your family behind and go completely across, the world to start a new life.
Like every Italian-American household, there were rules to live by.
My dad was a loving dad, but very strict when it came to, these are the things you're going to do. You're going to go to school, you're going to pay attention, and it was really focused on being the best person you could possibly be.
Paul attended the University of Dayton from 1983 to 1986, where he majored in business management, before deciding to take the air traffic controller's test.
Well, actually, I wanted to be a professional hockey player, and that didn't work out. And within months, I was at the Air Traffic Control Academy, and I never looked back.
Paul's first assignment was Washington Dulles International Airport.
This is the job. I mean, when anyone says, well, what's it like? It's the best job in the whole world.
During his time at Dulles, Paul became a member of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association. Before long, he became the facility representative for the union. From there, Paul quickly climbed through the union ranks.
And around 2003, he and I decided we were going to lead the Eastern region together, and we did just that. And then he moved on to the national stage, and he's been there ever since.
In 2009, Paul Rinaldi was elected president of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association, representing more than 15,000 controllers in the FAA, Department of Defense, and the private sector, as well as other aviation safety professionals.
And just to show how effective he is with his membership, he is the only one in the history of the air traffic controller who's been re-elected 3 times as president. That speaks volumes. No one else has done that.
He has grown remarkably, and his leadership, and again, his confidence, his passion, and his drive make him one of the best presidents we've ever had.
We started working professionally together when I was the brand new FAA administrator and Paul was the brand new president of NATCA. And looking back, that had been a rocky relationship in the past, to say the least. Paul and I worked together, and I think we set the foundation and the roots there that has led to today what I believe is one of the best labor management relationships that exists in the industry.
There's very few people that I've come in contact in politics that are as committed, as forward-leaning, and as energetic, and frankly, nobody's word that's better to take to the bank than Paul Rinaldi.
Paul is dedicated, thoughtful, and fiercely loyal to his members.
He's not just a labor leader, he's a strong advocate on behalf of the whole country with regard to keeping the national airspace system in the United States the safest in the world.
At any given moment, there's about 5,000 to 7,000 airplanes traveling across this country, carrying hundreds of people in each one of them, and traveling at 500 or 600 miles an hour.
We run the safest, most efficient, most diverse airspace system in the world, and proud to be the union that makes sure that public code is never, ever violated.
In addition to being a fierce advocate for his membership, Paul is also dedicated to modernizing our country's aging air traffic control infrastructure.
He's a guy who's really looking around the corner. What's tomorrow going to be like? What's 10 years going to be like? And what do we need to do with the nation's air traffic system to meet the challenges of the future?
Paul uses his role in the union to make a difference in the lives of his members and their communities.
95 cents to every dollar that the NATCA Charitable Foundation raises goes right back into the communities all across the country.
If you can make a difference in people's lives, then you're really putting a value on your own life. And I think at the end of the day, when we're all judged, it's about how we treat each other and how we help each other.
Paul has been married to his high school sweetheart, Deborah, for 27 years, and they have raised 3 children together.
He believes in a cause, whether it's for his family or work-related, he fights hard for them. When we had Hurricane Sandy, he was there in an instant, bought all kinds of supplies from here and brought it up to New York, and has always been there for people in need.
in what he does in dealing with the men and women who are responsible for millions of lives, how he inspires them. I don't think there's anything more humanitarian than that.
Receiving this award from the Sons of Italy is, you know, it's humbling. And the Sons of Italy have been, you know, a large part of our life. I mean, my first communion was at the Sons of Italy Hall in Oceanside, so it really is humbling and it's a tremendous honor.
We love you, Dad, and we're very proud of you for receiving this award. Continue to do the great things that you're doing, and know that we'll always be behind you.
We love you.
We love you!